And welcome to everyone that's joining us today. I have got Emma Roloff and Greg Albert with us today from Naviant, and very exciting talk because we're going to be looking at the awards that we did in 2021, and we're also going to be getting to understand a little bit more around who Emma is and who Greg are, a little bit around who Naviant are and what they're doing, and really excited for you to join us. If you do have any questions to anyone watching this through LinkedIn Live today, drop them in. We'd love to see what you're asking and hopefully answer one or two on here, but also reach out to Greg afterwards, reach out to Emma afterwards. And with that, I'm now going to pass over. And Emma, I'll come to you first. It's great to be with you again. We've known each other for just over a year now, I think. And we did a LinkedIn Live before Christmas, or what was it? Maybe even November. And that's been some time ago now. So if you could give us a little bit of an overview to who you are, to all the people that have joined our community since, and what you're doing on a day-to-day, that'd be brilliant, please, Emma.
Yeah. So hello, everybody. Good morning or afternoon, depending on where you are in the world. Greg and I are bright and early, and Tom's midday. My name is Emma Roloff, and I am joining today because I was honored to get the Young Tech Leader Award from the AI Journal back last year. I think I snuck in just on the last little bit of that young category. I feel like now, I've made that accomplishment, I can move into middle age. I am the Director of Enterprise Solutions here at Naviant, and my focus is to help prospective clients and existing clients manage their digital transformation. And so that sometimes means educating them on the industry. Sometimes that means helping them manage change within their organization and or coordinate all of the really smart technical folks that I've got on my side to help solve their problems. I also have a couple of things that I am known for on LinkedIn in terms of a weekly video series that is on YouTube and LinkedIn, where I interview experts in the industry of digital transformation. And then I am the co-host with Kieran Gilmurray of The Third Thursday, which is similarly focused, but once a month and a live broadcast. It's actually going to be taking place tomorrow, too. So I'll throw that into the chat later for anybody that's interested in joining us for one of those.
Yeah. And Emma's being slightly modest to everyone watching the podcast series that they do. They interview some exceptional talent and really delve into things where you can get examples, ideas, and they do the exact same with Third Thursday. And we're very proud to stand behind that because it's such an awesome series that help a lot of people. So I recommend you tune in tomorrow. And Greg, it's a real pleasure to be with you because we've connected and we've been through the same sort of network. But this is actually the first time we've met. And It's one of those virtual introductions again. I've never met Emma or yourself in person. Hopefully that will change in 2022. But could you just give us a bit of an overview to who you are, sir, what you're doing, and what your day-to-day looks like, please?
Sure, Tom. And first, thank you for having us. I'm very excited to be here, and thank you again for the award. It's quite an honor. I'm the Vice President of Professional Services here at Naviant, and I lead an outstanding team of folks that do project management services, training services, configuration services on the software we sell, support services, and something I'm most excited about is our managed service that we provide for our clients.
Nice. And what does that look like then with the team at the moment? Because it seems like Naviant's going upwards and onwards, which I'd really like to hear about. And what is it about the team and what's the team looking like and what have you got planned for the future, Greg?
Sure. We are building an outstanding team. We're building a strong team of diverse talents. And what we're doing is building a team that's going to be able to support our clients, provide managed services, and ultimately our focus of providing outstanding service to these clients. Yeah. You know, the team has grown in its capabilities over the last 3 years that I've been here. It's nearly tripled in size, and we're looking for future growth.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And
that's what
I'm going to butt in for 1 second, too. You said I was being modest. Greg is certainly being modest in terms of the impact that he's having within Naviant and the opportunities, especially for young tech talent, to come in and be mentored and give an opportunity to grow. So one of the things that Greg set up within Naviant is an internship program that has a clear roadmap to different types of careers, whether that's consulting or technical architecture or being in a support role, kind of longstanding if you enjoy working directly with clients in that capacity. And that's been something that's helped unlock a lot of really, really cool talent within Naviant and also very specifically and near and dear to my heart, some very cool young women coming out of computer science programs and being given an opportunity to really blossom. And so I just wanted to like make sure I point that out while we've got the opportunity. Greg's also got internship positions available too. So take a peek at that if you're interested.
Absolutely. It's all about finding someone's flow. What gives them purpose and drive. And that's what we do here is we give folks opportunities to see what's their interest, right? We've had folks come in and they love sales engineering. They love doing presentations, and we let them grow down that path. We have folks that love project management, and we let them grow down that path, or configuration. So it's all about bringing folks in, seeing what they're good at, what gives them purpose and passion, and letting them go down that path.
I absolutely love it. It's what we're all about at the AI Journal. And I remember when looking at these kind of topics and what we look at and what we talk around, and me and Emma have had lots of either LinkedIn conversations or calls where we go back to back on these topics because it's so important. And that's really where my passion lies. So it's really great to hear it, educating people on different topics and understanding that these roles exist, and really getting behind internship programs such as the one at Naviant, but also just how much we're seeing it impact people. I mean, here over in the UK, the amount of talk is now getting into the government to really provide these schemes and to really get behind them. It's incredible. So it's awesome to see that you're on the front foot with that. And as we said, we looked at it. So 2021 awards, they're a lot of fun for us, and we put a lot of effort into them and looked at the great companies that entered, such as Naviant, and we had a range of companies from startups right through to the publicly traded companies. And it was really awesome to have Naviant involved in that selection and that going, and really good to see how it took off. So I don't know. I'm just going to keep this open. I don't know who wants to take this first question, Emma or Greg. But looking at it, you both won an award each. So actually, maybe we come to Emma first. So because you won the Young Tech Leader of the Year award, how did that make you feel? And what was the kind of process to you? And what's that kind of made you feel going into 2022?
Well, I think Greg mentioned it. It was a huge honor to have that recognition and be able to kind of talk to and also get connected with some other people on an international stage that are doing what we do every day at Naviant through these awards. So seeing other people that were shortlisted, getting connected with other winners in different categories. It was, from that standpoint, it's a wonderful honor, but it's also really exciting for Naviant because we're not a huge company, but we're doing some cool things and we're growing. And so it's a really nice opportunity for our team to get a light shined on some of that and help just get more awareness of who we are and what we're doing. So I think that's like the number one thing from my perspective is having that opportunity. And then obviously it's an honor to win. And I think compared to some of the other folks that were in the category that I was in, they're doing some really cool stuff. So I am excited that I got that recognition. And I think that's kind of, here I am like kind of blushing. So Greg, your turn.
Oh, sounds good. Again, I'm honored to win the award. And I think it's really acknowledgement of the outstanding team we built here at Naviant. I don't think I would be up for this award or winning this award if it wasn't for the strong team that we have here, a team that's focused on providing those outstanding outcomes to our clients.
Yeah, I love it because it's, and to anyone watching, Greg won the Team Leader of the Year award. And as we've just heard from the aspects and the initiative that the team at Naviant under Greg's charge are doing, it's really awesome to hear that. And it's really cool for us to see everyone that's coming through. I mean, looking at it from the first program, it was quite exciting. I remember telling Emma about it. I said, we're going to do these awards. And obviously I was talking to other people thinking how we're going to get them shaped up and how we're going to get them off the ground. What did you think then to say other aspects, because you weren't across all the categories? How do you think it was shaping up for looking at what's actually being done in the scene and what's actually being done in the world? Because Emma, you were one of the judges on there. Quite exciting, right? To see what's happening within big data or within VR or all these other sectors that we've got on there. What did you think of that, Emma?
Yeah, I had the opportunity to look at some of the other categories that Naviant wasn't named in. And so I got to see what some organizations are doing with natural language processing and just even the vast array of different entries from things like agriculture to being able to find information within an organization really gives you like a nice reminder of how far reaching all of these technologies are and that it's not limited to what we're doing in the business world. A lot of times when, we're working with our clients to help them solve process challenges and information challenges, Now, that doesn't mean that that's where these technologies stop. And I think it's really, really cool to look at these applications at more of that macro level of how it's really impacting the world that we live in, and how things like artificial intelligence and computer vision can change the way that we farm. You know, like that kind of thing it's always fun to get those reminders. And that's one of the things that I love about the interview series that I have too, is I'm not always just talking to people that do exactly what we do at Naviant. I'm talking to people that are pushing these technologies and looking to educate people on how they make an impact in the world. So things like AI and computer vision being used to monitor coral reefs, you know, like there's so many different things that you don't think about on a daily basis that are impacting the way that we live and changing our world for the better. And a lot of times we get stuck in like the headlines of like, AI will steal your jobs, or like, you're no longer going to be useful. And it's like, that's not actually what's happening. So let's focus on the positive parts of this and share those stories. So I think that was a really cool opportunity to highlight some of those maybe more unseen use cases of this technology too.
Yeah, I love it. And what would you say then, while I've got you, Greg, looking at it from people, and to give you a bit of an overview, so when we hear people, or I know people that are in different industries, they hear words like Emma just mentioned, change management, digital transformation, AI, all these topics, which more and more, they're becoming part of our daily lives. And you look around the house more, if you've got an Alexa or if you've got an iPhone, these are just getting bundled and packaged full of AI and all the systems that go behind it to develop them, to give them in your house. What would you say to people that are looking at trying to learn around these kind of topics and learn around what these words might mean? Because some people, they do get put off by these words, and how important it is for that kind of training aspect to be a part of it at the moment.
Training is critical, and it's part of what we do here at Naviant. You know, I could build you the nicest piece of technology in the world, the most efficient system in the world, but if you don't know how to use it, it's useless to you. So training is so critical. Dive right in. Just get engaged with the software and make it a joy to learn and a joy to use. That's something that I'm looking forward to, is working with our clients to make it a joy to use the software. And we'll do that through our training team and our managed service team and our support team.
And it's so important, because I know Emma talks about it all the time on her talk show. It's quite interesting to see how these happen. And to anyone watching, my always best advice is to, if you're trying to explain these topics, so you're trying to look at how it helps, and some of the categories that we had for our awards, always look at it from a story point of view. So always try and explain to people, how's it going to impact you at the end goal, and how's it going to impact you in your daily life? Because as soon as you've got a situation and you think, okay, this is how it's going to help, you're going to be into a winning situation. So it's really important to do that. And as Greg was touching on, the training and development side is brilliant, because from that you can understand how these technologies work, how you can improve your business, how you can give better customer satisfaction, how you can save those costs, all those things that come around from leveraging whatever technology it is you're implementing to get a better result. And Emma, I'd like to finish with a question to you. What's coming up next then with the kind of interviews you've got going on, and what's coming up next with the kind of topics you're really excited to interview people about, and as I've just said, tell those kind of stories about?
Yeah, so in terms of interviews that I've got in my noggin that are scheduled out coming, I have an interview with the leader of a FinTech InsurTech program at the University of Connecticut coming out. It's an MBA program that actually just launched a couple of weeks ago. So he's going to be talking about kind of the driving forces behind setting a program up like this. So when we talk about exposure to technology, exposure for talent to learn these things, we're starting to see the higher education kind of catch up with what's happening in the real world and starting to offer alternatives for people that are interested in getting into this space. So that's one interview I've got coming up with John. I have another interview with a gentleman named Mark, where he's talking about their specific innovation efforts within their organization and how they're maybe taking a little bit of a different approach. And so it's much more embedded into the organization versus a standalone innovation or transformation team. So he's going to be sharing some of what that looks like. And I am also have a couple of other interviews focused on data and different types of roles and kind of what we should be looking at to kind of keep shaping this industry and maybe what are going to be lucrative careers for people to go into. So there's a lot to be coming, and I'm also always open to having conversations with people about what they might want to highlight and why it's important. So I would, this is my little plug, reach out if you want to have a chat, and we'll figure out what that looks like and kind of what those questions would be and how we can highlight those stories.
I love it. And it's very important for me as well, because that's one reason I love what both of you are doing, Greg and Emma, because you really look at it from the educational standpoint and the viewpoint of actually going to get this knowledge and share that knowledge. And that's just so powerful. And it's awesome that you can do that within Naviant, and being looking at how you can get that kind of information out it's so powerful and it's so helpful, and it makes you just think that's the kind of people we need to be going to work with, and that's the kind of people that we want to be in a network with. So where can people find you? Because I don't want to keep you too long, but where can people find out more around what each of you are doing, and how can they get in touch with you, Greg and Emma?
Well, I'm pretty active on LinkedIn, and I'm bringing Greg along on my ways. He's starting to get much more active. So I would say make sure you're connected with us, follow us on LinkedIn, send us a direct message, or another really great way to get a hold of the Naviant team is just to go to our website. We've got forms if you're interested in a consultation of what it would look like to work with our team, and understanding, even if it's just a conversation of, hey, here's where we're at, what would you suggest our next step looks like? We're always here to help. And like you said, I have a teaching background, so my heart is in education, and my heart is helping people find what their right next step is, even if we're not the right fit. So we've got a pretty good network of people we could refer you to if we're not the right fit to help you, but reach out. We're here to help.
And Greg, with you, sir, how can people find you?
Again, as Emma said, she is bringing me along with LinkedIn. I'm trying to get up to her speed, but yeah, reach out through LinkedIn, also Naviant.com. We have a great amount of information on electronic content management, RPA, AI technologies, as well as all the services that we offer our customers.
Yeah. And to anyone doing that, maybe we can, after this, throw in some links or anything that you've got to the people that watch this on replay, because they might just want to have a quick link. So if you've got any links to that, Emma and Greg, please put them in there after this. And I mean, I'll finish by saying this is awesome, because I can see the comments coming through, and there's people from all over the world joining in. So we've got yourselves in America, we've got people in the UK, we've got people in India, we've got people coming from Australia. It's awesome that we can do this, and we can just connect, and we can be there and connect with people all around the world. The one pro of not seeing people in person is that we get to do this and get to see multiple people across multiple time zones. So I love it. And yeah, really appreciate both of you being here today. It's been great to make the time, because I know you got a lot on, and really value and appreciate you taking the time to be in the awards. And to anyone watching, looking forward to bringing you more of these highlights from winners, and to bringing you more examples of how we can help you and how you can understand these stories to have a better business and have a better time for your customers. So looking forward to the next one. Greg, Emma, really appreciate it again. And I'm sure this won't be the last. It will be another one soon. Looking forward to it.
Thank you. Bye, Tom.
Bye, Tom.